Compare them to what?
Students at Greenwood K-8 were struggling with science. It didn't help that many of the students were behind in reading as well, and test scores showed it. That's when Marianne Bash decided to start a schoolyard habitat.
Our school is chronically low achievement, particularly in science.
Marianne attended a Growing Up Wild workshop sponsored by Colorado Parks and Wildlife in the winter. At the workshop, Marianne learned about the Schoolyard Habitat program and applied for a grant. The grant, which was one of multiple funding sources awarded for Greenwood's Habitat Garden, provided the school with soil amendments and earthworms, butterfly garden host plants and nectar sources, and art supplies for educational signs.
The Habitat Garden is actually really good for the whole community. They're able to experience fresh fruits and vegetables, they're learning about science. I think my kids really enjoy it. I know that I enjoy teaching about it.
And Alessandra, what are some of the animals that you've learned about that might live in the garden?
Butterflies can, because they pollinate all the flowers, and bees, and like worms, and there can be birds, and sometimes garden snakes.
Schoolyard habitats open the doors for students to explore the outside world, work together and learn through individual observation as well as through guided instruction.
What's on the outside of strawberries that's going to help that life cycle come back next year? Are seeds always on the outside? Yeah. No, sometimes they're on the inside, but strawberries are special in that way.
Teachers harness students' natural curiosity and enthusiasm for learning in the outdoors to reinforce their curriculum and fulfill standards from all content areas. Members of Greenwood's Horticulture Club do much more than tend to the habitat. Students work on literacy, science, and art through the Each One Teach One program.
For me, it's like mostly pretty fun because I like gardening, being outside and planting. And then when I found Ms. Bash told me about the Each One Teach One summer school, I was like, oh, that's cool, and then I would like to be in here. And then I just like working with like other friends and planting.
At a school where over 65% of students are English language learners, the Schoolyard Habitat has been an invaluable part of the program through its use of science to improve student vocabulary and overall literacy.
I realized very early on, taking kids out to a garden, that they want to know everything and they get totally involved. And so the power of observation that they get from the science helps them in every other content area.
Parents who participate in the Horticulture Club and Each One Teach One program work tirelessly in the Habitat Garden alongside students to help them understand processes like composting, nutrient cycling, pollination, and plant reproduction.
I learned about the compost. All material organics, we can put it in the compost, and with the water and the sun, the bacteria decompose. We can say about the bacteria is everywhere in our body, in the air, in the sun, in the soil. We need the bacteria in our body for digestion.
Whether by cultivating science and environmental education knowledge, creating civic responsibility, stewardship, and outdoor exploration, or by focusing on nutrition, literacy, art, or social skills, Schoolyard Habitats enable schools to work together across age groups, roles, languages, and content areas to make a lasting and life-changing difference in their community.
The community has just embraced this. When the other parents see our parents working in the garden, they want to know how they can be a part of it, and our garden is open to anybody. So it's bringing the community in, and the children are some of our teachers. They're teaching their parents, taking the gardens to their own homes, and teaching science to other kids in the school, and getting teachers more involved in science instruction.
Visit cwhf.us to learn more about the Colorado Schoolyard Habitat program and to download the application today.